Hey guys, want to catch your favorite blockbuster movies acted out on stage? Well, then check out Movies in 10, hosted by Soul Players and Stand Up Seoul. Introducing Jeff Sinclair of Stand Up Seoul. So for those new to Seoul or new to the stand-up comedy scene here in Seoul, could you tell us what it's like and what it's about?
Well, it's basically a group of individuals who like to have fun. We're a very inviting group. We're basically kind of a family, a bunch of people coming from different places in life who all enjoy comedy, and we put on shows, regular shows around the city and outside of the city, and we like laughing. We like laughing.
Great. Having performed in last year's Movies in 10 event, could you tell us what it was like and what's it all about?
Well, it's taking a movie that you love in life, condensing it to 10 minutes, basically trying to show what the movie did for you, I think, in life, and show that to the audience. So a lot of people will choose very famous movies. Like last year we had Back to the Future, the trilogy. We had, what else did we have? We had Space Odyssey 2001, where somebody on stage live basically acted out coming out of a womb. With water effects and everything. I myself, I did an obscure movie called Eddie and the Cruisers 2, Eddie Lives, and it was great being able to bounce between characters and using different costumes all in 10 minutes, solo act. So last year was amazing, so this year's going to be, I'm really excited for this year's.
So you're performing in this year's Movies in 10 event as well?
Yes, I am, yeah. I'm still trying to make up my mind. It's either going to be between Air Bud or Grease 2, which a lot of people don't know. There's a second Grease, which growing up, actually, Grease 2 was one of the movies that I saw all the time. It was played over and over on our beta machine before VHS on the beta. And so it's just something that's always been tattooed in my brain that I've thought about doing.
Excellent. And final question.
Yes.
3 words to sum up the Movies in 10 event.
Spectacle. Wait, I'm gonna do where you're allowed to say of and the, because those are like the small words. So I'm gonna say spectacle worthy of appreciation, and that doesn't count as a word, so that's 3 words.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right.
Introducing Christopher Zackzek of Soul Players. So how did the idea of Movies in 10 come about?
Well, last year our artistic director, Barry Savaris, had come up with the idea. We wanted to create a opportunity for our 2 companies, Stand Up Seoul and Soul Players, to kind of come together and create something together. Barry had done this kind of exercise before while she was working and teaching in New York, where you basically took a movie or a story and just condensed it into one small little bit where you hit all the high points and the low points. And so we basically created this program where actors and comedians could take their own spin on popular movies. And some people would do like a condensed version where they would hit the highs and the lows and all the main lines and all the main points of the film, where other people would do a summary, where other people would do, kind of a meta version where they would embody the film in their own special way, but in under 10 minutes. So it was very successful, so we're doing it again.
Excellent. What can people expect from Movies in 10?
Well, this year we have kind of a very varied program. We have quite a few comedians, we have quite a few actors, we have some extra special surprises coming up to kind of all blend together the idea of Movies in 10, whether it's a comedic take, or whether it's an artistic take, or whether it's even an actual film take. This time around, we have a lot of new faces performing. We have some of the old favorites from last year, but we have some new faces performing. And we're going to try to tackle some new films, some old favorites, and maybe some films that people haven't necessarily seen before.
Last question.
Okay.
3 words to sum up Movies in 10.
3 words. Okay. 10 minutes of amazing.
Excellent. Introducing Kevin Lambert of KIXFF. So what can the audience expect from KIXFF at this year's Movies in 10 event?
Last year we mostly worked on a trailer to show at the event, and so this year we want to work a little more closely on the actual event, so we have the idea to actually take movies and cut them into 10 minutes and to see how that works. Not exactly sure which movies we're going to do just yet, but it could be something along the lines of, let's say, like David Lynch's Eraserhead in 10 minutes, or Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD in 10 minutes. We don't know just yet, but we'll have something ready.
Great. Soul Players, Soul Stand-Up, KIXFF, how does it all come together?
Well, let's see. KIXFF and Soul Players worked really closely on the festival last year, so we got a lot of support from Soul Players, and so we thought it was a really good mix, and so we'll continue that this year, and it's going to be a really good mix for this event as well with the movie themes.
Introducing Nell of White Lies Burlesque. White Lies Burlesque, Movies in 10. Could you tell us how it all comes together without giving too much away?
Well, I've been wanting to try and do more collaborative work with other communities in Seoul. And I was hoping that we could combine our show that will be dedicated towards classic and iconic films and try and find a way to integrate that into the Movies in 10 Minutes event as well.
White Lies Burlesque has a growing audience and fan base here in Seoul. Could you tell us more about the burlesque expressive art scene?
Yes, I think it's growing for sure. I remember when we would do shows 5-6 years ago, we'd maybe get like 30 people at most to show up, and now it's just getting bigger and bigger each time, and people are recognizing the flyers and Hey Bang Chong and things like that. I've even been identified, oh, you're that girl in the burlesque group. So it's getting bigger. It still is a bit underground. There still is a lot of actually discrimination that some of the performers can face for being in a burlesque group. But at the same time, there's more awareness going on, so that's really nice to see. And I think that that's happening more with other art and other performance as well, for sure. The communities here are definitely getting stronger, more connected, a lot bigger.
Excellent. Besides this upcoming project with Movies in 10, are there any other events that we can look forward to from White Lies Burlesque?
Oh, absolutely. In March, on the 26th, we will be joining up with Meat Market to do a performance. And the weekend before that will be our classic iconic film, like Night at the Movies show. That'll be at Bedrock in Haeguncheon. And then the weekend before that will be with Movies in 10 Minutes.
Last question. 3 words to sum up White Lies Burlesque performance with the Movies in 10 event.
Sultry, sassy, fun.
Great. Thank you so much, Nell.
Thank you.
This interview was filmed at JK English Hawaiian Cafe, a perfect spot to learn a new language.